welcome to a special Thirst Quencher review from the Thirsty Nerds podcast. Special. All right, this is a 2-for-1 special. This were Portillo's. No, if this were a gyro joint, we would be a 2 hot dog special.
Ooh, 2 hot dog special.
And that's a good special.
2 glizzies.
2 shaboings back to back.
Shaboing boings, yeah.
Usually how I like it. And we're about to talk about 2 movies back to back. One of them is the most anticipated.
One of them was the most anticipated.
The other one was kind of like, it came and went right before.
Yeah.
It's like someone dropping before.
Yeah.
It's someone dropping before Taylor Swift or Drake or something. Yeah. It just came out and then it got washed away, given to Poseidon.
Washed away, forgotten maybe.
Maybe forgotten.
Yeah.
We are doing another Thirst Quencher, and we're going to talk about the Odyssey and Evil Dead Burn.
And before we get into it, if you like the video, make sure you like it. Make sure you comment. Tell us what you think about Odyssey and Evil Dead Burn.
Yes, because we need to know.
We need to know. Leave it down in the comments. Okay, even if you didn't watch the video, you're like, this is how I feel. Just do it.
Yeah.
Watching you.
Also, let us know if you like this angle right here.
Yeah, what do you think? You like
opening up.
Yeah.
So you
got Penny in the background. Hey, Penny, how's it going?
I'm putting a little bit more thigh meat in there.
Oh, my gosh.
If anyone thinks that's working out for you, we can...
Yeah, we can
do stuff like that more often.
We can negotiate,
We can negotiate our terms.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start our Patreon,
I don't remember what movie that was from, but he was like, "Are you trying to seduce me?" And it's the lady.
It's the lady with no panties or whatever.
Something. I don't know what movie it was, but it's old.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Unlike these 2 films.
These 2 films are not, old. They're very new and hot. And first we're going to talk about Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
Yes.
I saw this movie last night. We did not see it together. It would have been, I don't know how much information we would have extracted if we saw it together. Mm-hmm. But we saw it at separate times.
Yes, we did.
I did try and see it with my buddy here, but...
Yeah, I was at work at the time. Man.
He's at work at the time. And I didn't even see it that day. But you know what? We got it done. I feel
like you texted me. You're like, "Fuck this." You know what?
No, yeah, really. And it was 2 nights in a row where I was gonna go see the movie, but I wanted to go see it like late, so it was like 9 or either 10, and that's like a 3-hour movie. And I'm like, I'm not trying to walk out the theater at 1 o'clock.
It's a big fucking commitment.
It's a big commitment, huge commitment. So, but I finally did it yesterday at a reasonable time. I got out and it was like 11, and I have some thoughts.
Yeah, me too. This is from many. This movie has been, or this story has been adapted like so many times over the centuries. Since it was made. Homer's Odyssey. Famous. And it's surprisingly the sequel to like an ongoing story. Like the Iliad comes first. The Iliad comes first, and then the Odyssey. But everyone just says no. Let's go straight to the Odyssey.
Yeah. I was this close to watching that. Did you know Ray Fiennes he was in a Bleecker Street movie?
No.
That's kind of like Homer's Odyssey, where he's like old, but he got really cut up.
Okay.
You should check it. This is before he got to that returning sequel, the 28 years later. This is where he got cut up originally.
Oh, okay.
He plays Homer. No, he plays Odysseus, I think.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
This movie came out like last year. It looks really good. I've yet to see it yet, but I don't know where you can find those movies that are so not indie, but not mainstream either. But it looks really good, and he looks great in it.
See?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because now we got this one.
All right,
this one. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Odysseus is lost. His son, I forgot his son's name.
It was on the tip of my tongue. I was saying it all yesterday.
It's a Tomalus. Yeah.
Tomalus.
Tomalus.
Yeah, Mistress Zendaya.
Mrs. Zendaya is going out looking for his father, and Penelope, the wife, she has a certain amount of time before a whole bunch of suitors. She has to choose a suitor in order to take her hand in marriage so she can so the kingdom can have a king. And it's been 20 years since he left.
And so those ruffians don't do anything that they're not supposed to.
Oh yeah,
because they got pretty close.
They got multiple times, all the time,
a lot of times.
and now we're also seeing the Matt Damon / Odysseus is like recounting his story of how he got to where he lost his memory, and now he's recounting his story on like what happened on his travels.
I've been there. My man went on a drunken, he got on some, he got hooked on some medications. He was having a good time. No one's going to blame him for spinning his wheels, having a good time.
Yeah. I just like, as the story goes on, it's like, why you could have just gone home.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the commercials. Like I think I said before, like it doesn't paint the right picture, because when you finally get to see a decision, which happens very early on in the film, it's like, he's like, I could go this way. It's shorter.
Yeah,
but no, I'm good. I'm high on
on the sales of victory,
the sales of victory and adrenaline of murder and victory. So I'm gonna let this keep this party going.
Yeah. He makes some decisions, and he makes some decisions in the movie that are quite questionable. Mm-hmm. I'll just say that.
But tell me, what after your 3-hour venture in itself, what did you think of this film?
First impressions, we're looking at a guy that he really does care about his craft.
Oh, yeah.
He has put together a movie that, like I said, I was, I'm a little upset that, more films don't get, this level of, care and loving care, even for shit that doesn't even matter. Mm-hmm. It just that this type of commitment to the craft and making something so grand. I mean, it was everything that it was promised,
I am happy that, like, because as years goes on, when these directors get older, they think they haven't changed, but they become they seem to morph into something else. They morph into the machine. It feels like they don't stick to their guns anymore. They give in to the Hollywood fucking factions and shit.
Yep, they hit the James Cameron.
They hit the James Cameron. They hit the guy who did the 1776 fucking AI shit. Remember David, whatever his fucking name is. But like there's a lot of directors that just give in. They're known for their big shit, and then they kind of just wither away. But Christopher Nolan seems to be he's really dedicated to just being a filmmaker.
Yes.
Making shit, making it real, like making it practical. You're right there with them. And he's gotten so much notoriety that he can pretty much do whatever he wants, and he chooses to continue to do the hard shit, which I love that. And I think it also shows with the actors and stuff who are willing to do the stuff with them. Like, there's so many actors in this film.
Oh yeah, like a lot of actors.
Like so many names throughout the years. It was the people you wouldn't even think that would be in here. Fucking like opening scene, Travis Scott.
Which I'm still trying to figure out where did that connection start? Because for some of the other connections, like for Elliot Page.
Yeah,
that one, that's been his man's since Inception.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, where did that one start? He's got so many ongoing, relationships with these actors.
Yeah,
and it's surprising to see. Like, I didn't know Zendaya was in the movie.
Right?
Like, for some reason, I just thought she was on the press tour because it's like, I'm with Mr. Zendaya.
With my husband.
With my husband, who's supporting me in my incredible career.
Exactly. Me.
Yeah, he's supporting me. That's why he's Mr. Zendaya and I'm not Mrs. Holland.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just thought she was just there because, she's everywhere. But I didn't know she was in the movie.
No.
And just a lot of really, good character performances, and Matt Damon is,
I feel like no one was wasted.
Yes.
Like everyone.
Well,
what? Well, you can tell me.
Yeah.
From just granted, it was a 3-hour not blur, but like there's a lot happening, especially in the first 20 minutes.
It does feel like a blender in the first 25 minutes. Like it just.
It's a lot. They're throwing a lot at you, but then eventually the waves settle down and you can ride it and enjoy it a little bit more.
You surrender once you surrender to the waves, and then
surrender to the fucking ocean.
I saw something that I didn't know.
Wow.
Have you ever seen that? Because I saw a video about this on Twitter right before I saw the movie, but it was like it's that clip of I want to say it's TSG. It's like where it opens with the guy taking the bow and shooting an arrow through a bunch of axes.
Yeah, but that's Odysseus.
I'm like,
it's been there the entire time.
It's like, oh shit, and then sure enough, I'm like, wow, this is yeah. So I didn't never.
Hey, it's Homer's Odyssey is like, it's what, 1,000 years old, maybe more, something like that. It's everywhere. It's just like how, you know, you start realize when you start watching Dune, you realize everything is Dune or everything is JoJo.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of those pillars that you can see where a bunch of people grab onto. Everything's Blade Runner.
Everything's Blade Runner. Yeah, everything's Terminator.
Yeah,
like it's one. It's just there's those pillars, but then under them is the Odyssey
sub pillars, and then there's the
there's the Odyssey. Just one big ass pillar.
You could say that it's the aqueducts of because you know that's of their and what a strong foundation.
Oh yeah.
Really, really decent movie.
I also very much liked it. I was surprised. I said before the pod, I thought I was going to fall asleep, not because the fact that it was 3 hours, damn near, and the fact that it's Christopher Nolan. I was worried that I won't be able to hear anything because he has a tendency to have moments in his films for either certain characters or for certain moments that like that mic is going all over the goddamn place. And you're not able, you kind of like lose your immersion. You zone out like, what did you say? Can you speak up? What? So like, I was worried that there was especially the fact that there were so many scenes that are just on the water and by the wind and it's outside, like, oh shit. But I was very impressed. I was able to keep up with the film, and this is my first time even I've known about certain moments in the story, but this is my first time watching it from beginning to end or experiencing the Odyssey from beginning to the end.
Oh yeah, this is like, for me, I just went in raw. I have never absorbed any media about the Odyssey.
Yeah,
I think
no, like I feel like I definitely knew about like the Cyclops.
I knew about the Cyclops.
I knew about the Cyclops. I knew. I think maybe that may have been it.
Yeah, the Cyclops, and then that's kind of it.
All that other shit was new to me. So like when that shit started going down, I'm like, oh, what? I
guess we knew about the Trojan horse too.
Oh yeah. That's right. But that's a whole I've learned that because my mom used to watch the Troy like literally on a repeat. Like she would have the.
She used to watch Troy.
She used to watch. It was Troy and Gladiator. Like she would watch those back to back. Yeah, fucking Brad Pitt.
Just stone cold. You know.
Oh yeah. it was like, don't get me wrong. Troy's a good movie. That
especially that last I definitely loved the fight scene there. Mm-hmm. That was like almost made the whole thing worth it. You know, it was just when Brad Pitt wasn't smacking bitches, he was actually doing a great job.
Oh yeah,
with the fight scenes.
One of my favorite moments is how he took out the first big guy with like one stab.
Oh yeah, he did that little scorpion jump.
And the guy's like, "No, that hurts." It's like, ah.
I just liked how he dressed in the movie.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
That and Alexander with Colin Farrell was two, like Brad Pitt and Colin Farrell around that time. Those were two of the gayest, straightest performances I've ever seen. I think Alexander may have been actually just straight up gay.
Oh, of course. They were all gay.
They were all gay, pretty much.
Yeah, they're great. You know what? That's my only complaint in this film. There's not enough gay.
You know, they really did cover it up.
Not enough historical gay.
I do think they probably cleaned it up a little bit for Tom Holland's character, just for him to be safe.
I know, from Athena's wrath.
From anybody's wrath. I mean, the guy's 125 solid muscle. And you've seen Spartacus. You know how that goes for guys in that weight class.
I must assert my dominance. You're gonna learn. Oh my god, that's so bad.
You see Caesar Tower over you. My god,
that was it. Yeah, and oh my god, that fucking Spartacus.
What a show. Yeah, it always comes back to that somehow, doesn't it? But yeah,
another pillar.
Another pillar in the great pillar of Greek culture.
Mm-hmm. But it seems like overall, we both liked the film and like
loved it.
Yeah, like it's definitely a watch. Like it's a theater watch, but granted, if there's no, it's loud. You will be, it's loud, and then like there's moments of that flashing lights. I was scared, like the flashing white light in front of the screen, like oh my god.
No, when those goats, not the were they goats? No, when the sheeps.
Yeah,
that was a loud scene for me.
Yeah,
I was sitting there.
Fuck.
Is it gonna stop?
Are we done? The sheep. It was
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
But no, it was like overall really good film. Definitely a theater film.
Definitely a theater watch.
Honestly, I'm not sure what Christopher Nolan movie isn't, but like, yeah, this is definitely a must watch in the theater.
Yeah,
if you can get IMAX, and also I know they say that's how it shows you like don't believe everything you see online. People talked about how like, oh, you won't get the true experience unless you go to the super IMAX or where the fuck, because it's gonna be super cropped in really wrong way. But like I think I went to at least the closest I could to like an IMAX at the Imagine, and it was fine. Like I can tell it was cropped, but like it didn't ruin my experience.
I saw that shit at AMC.
I was gonna say like, what did you?
Yeah, I went to the AMC theater. I went to the AMC experience. It didn't hurt my my experience because it was it was just like whatever.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a particularly bad theater. Like there wasn't any throw up in there, and the screen was cut, but it wasn't like it didn't take me out of anything.
The composition it wasn't so fucked. Like some people are like bleeding off like their arms like coming on screen and everything.
Odysseus.
His eyes are like above the screen.
It wasn't nothing like that.
Okay.
So it wasn't just too bad. It's just another way of trying to get people to spend money to Granted, IMAX and Imagine and all that stuff is a preferred experience.
Oh yeah.
Because I will say for a 3-hour movie, AMC is not,
Seats are crazy.
Seats are crazy. I've never developed a concussion just by sitting down, but I feel like
I don't understand.
It's the closest I've ever come.
I feel like, especially since in the area you went to, that's like the only theater. I'm like, you would think like at this point, any sort of upgrade at all? Like, come on, at least the seats.
Why upgrade it when we could pocket the money?
Yes, You're right. It's a tax write-off.
Hey, there you go. But it didn't ruin my experience whatsoever.
No. Yeah.
So speaking of that, give me what you liked about this movie.
I think one of the first notable things, because like I said, I thought I was gonna go to fuck to sleep. I really liked the pacing, and mind you, I was worried at first because the pacing it was going a mile a minute. So it kept my attention because I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of characters I need to keep track of and names that I can't pronounce and stuff like that. Like they'll say it once. Like I still don't know Tom Holland's character name.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Temecula's.
Temecula's. But after like I think like after the first like 15 minutes and once we start getting to the actual adventure and stuff, it started to really find its footing. Like we had the actual adventure with Odysseus going to each islands and stuff, and then we have Tom trying to figure out what he's going to do about these fucking squatters, these fucking beggars,
these suitors,
these fucking.
So please get these beggars out of here.
These beggars out of here. People are going crazy on that online. Like every other post is like, why has no one used AI to replace the beggars with something else? Oh, you haven't seen that?
No.
Yeah, people are saying like, why can't he just say the N-word?
Oh God.
Yeah, he says it so good.
Come on,
come on. But yeah, I'm sorry. The pacing, top like. I didn't feel it. Like it's 2 hours and it's 3 hours. I personally did not really feel it. I was engrossed. I was just waiting for the next event, and that's how it's sprinkled throughout the movie, and that's what keeps you immersed and like not worrying about the time and stuff like that, not feeling the time.
Yeah, I really thought I was going down in like the first half hour, but
yeah,
my eyes just stayed open.
Yeah,
the pacing was. This has probably been my the best version of his like time the time stuff that he messes with.
Yeah.
You know, this has been my favorite version of it
Nah,
because it wasn't like a lot of explanation of it. It was just like this happened then, this may have happened over here, and now we're right, you know, where we need to be.
Exactly.
I was like, this is simple. I can follow that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no over explanation of it.
No, and it's no need. You kind of just it's just he allowed you to not. He trusted you enough to like figure it out.
He should do that more.
Yeah, he should. No, none of
I feel like Tenet would have gone over a lot better if he didn't explain half of it. You know, like just let it
flow. Yeah.
You know,
no, he was afraid.
He was very afraid.
If you're afraid, maybe you should rethink the movie a little bit.
Yeah,
just maybe a rewrite.
Yeah, just give it a little bit more time, get a little bit more shine on it before you put it.
Yeah,
but yeah, what else?
The pacing, the fact that practical, we're in real locations, there's sets, the proper use of like CGI and special effects and shit. Like I have to say the Cyclops a little iffy with me in certain scenes. Like it didn't feel, but other than that, like it felt like it was there, and it did the job of like making the situation very high tension and shit. Like we don't know what he's gonna do next, or like he's gonna grab someone to start eating them, and like just the fucking scene with
was a good scene.
Yeah, it was a good scene. The fucking scene with Cersei with the pigs.
Oh yeah,
I love that fucking scene. It was horrific, turning them into like pretty much flesh clay.
Yeah,
and turning them into fucking pigs. Oh my god.
Yeah, and
they could have just like.
I feel like a witch did that to me before. And just didn't change it back.
No,
I'm just still a pig now.
You're still a pig.
Yeah,
on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
On the inside.
She's like,
yeah,
she's moting you. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good.
Fuck.
Oh god, I can't stop.
You know, I bet you that massage felt great though.
I bet that massage, the food.
Could you imagine just being reduced to, I have to go, prepare the, next week's feast. And now it's like, oh shit, just worry about grazing the field.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Life better. Life better this way. No. But,
I'm good. Actually,
that was a cool scene.
Mm.
That was a cool scene.
No, like it's just such a nice. It's been a while since we watched a movie that was like just a bunch of really nice set piece that did none of them disappointed.
Yes,
like
there was one that disappointed, but we'll get to that.
Okay. But other than for me, like yes, the story itself was. It wasn't like the craziest thing in the world, and I like that. Like it was simple enough where I can just like follow, so I can get to these fun set pieces and get engrossed in this adventure of where we're going and like how's this going to end? Because I felt like it could have ended at multiple points and just said, well, that's it,
Yeah.
But it did not go where I was expecting with like the twist at the end. Because I felt like, oh no, they're not gonna. That's way too perfect.
Right.
Way too everything put together, but like and mind you, I know I said it's way too perfect, but like even the fact that it still happened, I thought it ended really nice. I thought it ended really good.
Yeah, I loved all the set pieces. I loved the Troy set piece, like when we got to meats and potatoes of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way the most of the action scenes were handled, in my view, were really, really well done.
Yeah,
I really liked the performances. Just the performances were great.
Yeah,
I thought Matt Damon, he was shredded to the gills.
Oh yeah,
and he came prepared to play like this semi-proud but also humble like general. He carried both really well. Like he wasn't the top guy, but he was the smartest guy that in there, and he had the good ideas. He had the realization of sort of what he was responsible for. Like he was cerebral enough to see the implications, which is one of the things I really liked about the movie. He was just the cerebral implications of what he may have just brought about for the future. I thought that was really dope.
Mm-hmm.
It was like this. I really loved that. That was probably like my favorite scene. With how they ended with the leaning the horse against the wall, and he's just having this moment. I thought
like realizing like this is the end of our world.
Yeah,
the end of and that he was a part of it,
a prominent piece,
a prominent piece of the problem.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that. I forgot to like harp on that. Like Matt Damon's character as a, he's our, at first he's set up as our typical like main character guy. Like he's a soldier man who's a general and everything. And
begrudgingly following order into war.
And then like, of course there's talks like, oh, he was great and everything. But like, we're kind of like, okay, but like how great is he? And you get to see a little bit more that he's a great man in the sense that he loves his family. He loves his men and wants to do the right thing, by his the right thing for his people and the right thing for like just in general, just morally, and I enjoyed that. It wasn't there's a problem with like we'll have certain characters that are like way too good. They become boring. Or like super like ubermensch perfect, or whatever. And he was like just he had the way he carried there's a movie he did with Adam Driver. The Duel? Do you remember did you see The Duel? No, I didn't see it.
Oh man, you got to see The Duel.
Okay.
The Duel was a crazy movie. That was like, I think that's how he got the job for this.
It was it like kind of like
he
Roman
really
eras?
Disappeared in this like knight like character who's down on his luck, like a real version of it. And I think that's kind of what this was. He wasn't like kind of like to what you were saying. He wasn't too perfect. Like he wasn't a superhero version of Odysseus. He was just like a dude who just happened to have the good fortune in all these things. And just happened to be, aware enough to be paying attention. And his realizations throughout the movie are, which makes his realizations throughout the movie even better to me. Because it's like he's coming on the grasp that he may have just changed the world for the worse. And that also that not only that, but the people he loves and cares about as far as his men wise, like we're not actually the best people. We're actually, we're actually not
part of the problem.
Great.
It's not that great.
But it's he's only great in name, in small feats that aren't in the inner parts that we get to explore later in the movie. And I'm glad they tackled it in the way, because they could have just left it at, he's a badass, he's got the bow, he's smarter than everybody, he's figuring it out. And Nolan, of course, took a step further and just really showed showed this human man kind of dealing with his pride, his expectations of what war is and what they've done. And I think he picked the right leading man for it, I think.
Oh yeah. Matt Damon really it feels like he brought out this character whose role has led him here through good intentions. Like his good intention to being a good soldier, to be a good general, to be a good husband, a good leader and stuff like that, which has led all of them eventually in the story to ruin. Ruin under his hand. Of course, he will honor them.
Well, Agamemnon's hand, but also his, because he's tripping.
Yeah.
he was tripping. He was tripping with that bow and arrow shot.
Yeah.
Like, you got out. And then he was like, you know what? Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that guy. Like,
he chased him down, too.
It's funny because I think this, if I'm correct, isn't in the same one, like the same air, like didn't he tell his men not to do anything to him?
Yes.
Like, we need to go, guys. He's like, but actually me? Nah.
I'm different.
Yeah, I'm different.
Shoots the fucking Cyclops.
Yep.
I'm like, and he chased him down.
Yeah.
The whole way.
That was horrifying.
That was horrible. That was horrifying to watch.
I'm like in my head, like, oh my god, I don't know why I didn't like. I mean, it's obvious, but like, he can go this far.
Yeah, naturally, right? Because what's he doing all day? But it's like, damn, that far? Shit, he can see all the way. He knows where he's going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a crazy sequence. Yeah. Anne Hathaway.
She did a good job.
She did a great job.
Yeah, she did a great job. I think, honestly, I feel like there's not a bad a performance among anybody, like between Anne Hathaway to Tom Holland to Zendaya to Robert Pattinson and everything. He did. I hated him, and he did a good job. And
I hated him.
Yeah,
I hated it. I didn't know Mia Goth was in the movie.
That was random as fuck.
That was random as fuck. I'm like, oh shit! Like he's got so much clout. She's just playing the servant girl.
I know, right? But she's like, I'm willing to just do that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of that in this movie. Just like, I'm willing to just show up.
That would be so great.
It would.
Could you imagine just being in a Christopher Nolan movie, just being the, oh, I got 2 lines.
I got 2 lines. I'm like right here in the background.
Yeah. That'd be sick. That'd be sick as hell.
Yeah.
I would take those costumes home.
Oh, fuck yeah. A lot of that shit has come with me. Yeah. You're not going to be using this again?
Right. All that shit that Matt Damon was wearing on the beach, I'm taking all that shit home. All the robes. I'm like, no, I gotta have this. This is my beach stroller.
This is my beach stroller as I walk around with.
I gotta have this one.
Exactly.
Everything Zendaya wore, I'd steal that too.
Mm-hmm. I think the one character or the one actress who like she was just there, she kind of just showed up and she's fine. It was like Charlize Theron. Granted, she didn't have really much to do. I was happy to see her. I'm like, oh, she's she's here too. Cool, but her role was she's just there. You know, I didn't really. And the amount of time she's in that movie, she kind of like there, and then she like just to guide Odysseus to his conclusion to leave, and then that was it. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
like, which is fine. Maybe that was the point. Like she was there, she was fine to be there, but not like to try to overshadow all the other actors doing more prominent roles.
Right, like she was just somewhere for this character to be.
Yeah,
and see before he gets on to his next part, and for the part that she did, I thought she did a great job.
Yeah,
she kind of just, said, "Here's your drugs.
Here's your drugs to help you. Oh, now you got to remember.
We got everything we need. Let's just let's just spin our wheels some more."
Yeah,
man.
No, it's just great film. But okay, we've talked about what we liked,
and there's a lot to like.
There's a lot to like. I'm sure we can harp on it even longer. But like, what? Now here's what didn't you like? What nitpicks you had? What you think could have been changed?
You care if I
go ahead?
Care if I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, the last 30 minutes of the movie, hated it.
Really?
Like I hated how it comes down to. Oh, should we just? This is like
it's been spoiler.
Okay, bet.
Very good.
Okay, I was trying not to do too much on the spoiler part, but this is it. We're actually getting into it, like for real. So the last 30 minutes where they boil it down to him, they're locking the doors and he's literally fighting a million guys. They're throwing stuff in the room. Robert Pattinson screaming, "Get the spears! Get the spears! Get the shields!" I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening? Like that was like I think had it just, if we're playing this, whole, Zeus's Law shit, everybody is following this thing. I think you could have just halfway, it would have been hokey, but you could have ended it on nobody else can do this challenge but me. I put the shit together, bam, shot it through. Everybody realizes, okay, we're not it. We gotta leave. Like if you just cut it right there, I can see how, that's what I would have done. But the literally fighting this, they spent all this movie telling me how smart this guy is. And his plan was just to like
fight them all by
fight
himself.
Everybody one-on-one, trial by combat.
Like, okay, there is. It's not like he does have that kind of setup with like, oh, we got to make sure to take the weapons away and lock the doors, even though eventually somebody gets into the weapons anyway. But I get what you mean, because they have been kind of like building him up to like, oh, this is his house, man. If he was here, man, that's what this uses.
He'd fuck it all up,
fuck you guys up,
and
right?
Yeah, like he fucked up a few guys, and we've seen him do it throughout the movie. So at this point, I'm not doubting that. I mean, the guy's a general. Yeah. I'm not doubting that he's like, not a badass or stronger, but, I would imagine that Christopher Nolan could find a sharper way to show us without literally throwing everybody, no-name characters, just coming out of nowhere trying to fight this guy. And like all doing it in the last 30 minutes, which I felt was pretty silly, like how it went down. But, and then the other thing that I didn't like as much was, we fucked up the world by doing this, which I thought was great. I do like that. But it's like you have slaves. like, You didn't think the world was a little, you know, barbaric in some way?
No.
Because you had that?
No.
Like, no, I just, you know.
I mean, he did. To add to that, like, it's funny too. Like, I definitely did not like the whole, like, but don't worry, honey. Society will return one day. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Is this what?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
What society? What society?
Make society great again. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, like,
what kind of themes are we pushing in this movie right now?
Yeah, like, and then in my head, I'm like, you know, like, you're not. It's that whole like very small like mindset of like, this is the only thing ever, and nothing else is like this, and we're the best.
Yeah,
like there weren't fucking groups of people living everywhere around the world at the same time. If they were just if it was just a made up world and they were just in a vacuum, sure.
Right.
But they're not.
Right.
There's a bunch of other fucking societies. And
what you mean, second rate societies? It's up to us to you know, modernize the world and make it smart and, you know, bring these savages to order and whatnot.
The savages.
That's how they think. And I also think that intentionally or unintentionally, he did a great job displaying that type of mindset too. Yeah. Because that's what these people are. Yeah. You know, like, you know, they tell their children stories of like, you know, what they did at Troy and shit. And stuff, yeah. But as you see, when you got in there was, you know, pulling bitches out of their homes, and it was nasty in there. Yeah.
It wasn't honorable. They broke the rules to win. They didn't give a fuck about this, like, by any means. And in the result was the fall of their entire society. Yeah. It tells you it was already, mind you, it just means it was just the breaking point. It was already breaking. It was already fucked up. Yeah, this was going to happen. I think whatever happened was going to happen. Oh, yeah. You know, whether it took place right then and there. It was either going to be Troy or something else. Or something else. Something else just like it, you know, but they were bound to, you know, fuck it up somehow eventually. Yeah. As you see, like, among them, a lot of people, like, they have no honor, like, or trying to keep up with Zeus's law, or they take advantage of it. Yes. You know, they like, these people, like, they've been sitting there waiting for Penelope to choose one of them for 20 years. I'm like, that doesn't make any one. I'm like, that's ridiculous. And these motherfuckers got money to feed all these people for this long. God damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. They had something. They had a nice little chunk of change to keep doing that. Exactly. But yeah, I thought that was absolutely, you know, ridiculous. And, you know, I hated that. Also, I thought, like, when we got to the giants, you know, the giant guys. Oh, the big people, yeah. Yeah, the big people. I thought the armor looked a little silly after the longer I kept looking at it. I was like... Okay. Is that what am I looking at? Is that plastic putty? Like, as a, you know, but it wasn't like horrible. No, but it did give like Elder Scrolls, like Oblivion. Yeah, because like, now you're gonna pay me. You never should have come here. Yeah, it definitely gave that. In terms of the look, but that was like my only. It's hard to find like a lot of gripes about it, but just those two things in particular, like the mindsets of these people are fucked. But I think they knew that, and they did a good portrayal of it. So, you know, I'm not too mad about it, but, you know, also, you know, that's, you got here because y'all think that you're the best. Yeah. So. Like, that's also me. Like, I had a great time. So it's like, but I do, like, I have just like a bunch of like just nitpicks. Like, I wished that the Cyclops scene was more like in the book. That's the one scene I know. That's the only thing I know is the nobody scene. It's like, who, you know, I think there was multiple, and he was telling, and when he gets stabbed, and he yells out like, somebody hurt me. And they asked him like, who was it? And they said, nobody. And, you know, because the Cyclops asked like, who's this person in here? What's your name? He said, Odysseus says, my name is nobody. And so, you know, I actually saw something on the Justice League about this. Yeah. Like Batman makes a reference to this. That clip showed up. To fucking Jon Stewart when he was telling him about it. Like the Cyclops talked. The Cyclops is a son of Poseidon, as you know, and like he wasn't just like some like random like big creature or whatever. I also thought like they make such a big fuss about like, oh man, we use a giant 60-foot puppet in order to like get this scene down. And it was, when I finally sat down and watched it, it was like just a guy.
It was really just a guy.
It's
just a guy.
Just a guy with like, I always hate CGI like eye thing on the fucking face. It never looks right to me because it looks like it does not belong.
Look better than Doctor Strange, I'll tell you that.
Hell yeah.
Look way better than Doctor Strange.
But I think a lot of it because it was darker.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It wasn't as well lit.
It wasn't as well lit. The other one, he was just out in the street and just.
Yeah. It's just, no contrast. It's just opened.
Yeah. And I have to say, I also wish there were more gods. I wish we could have saw Zeus. I wish we could have saw. I wouldn't have been. I was in my head when I was driving away. I was like, I would have been not hard pressed if Christopher Nolan said, "I'm Zeus," and he's just there. Like I would have been mad at him.
Yeah, because Tom Holland, Tom Mikolas was mentioning like possibly seeing gods like all the time, and I was like, okay, it'd be cool if one of these ones, where I was halfway thinking, since we're getting like all these people, are we gonna get like a Ben Affleck, Poseidon?
Yeah, that was
special appearance.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. That'd have been cool to see that.
That'd have been cool to see that.
Anything,
I definitely. I wish there was a lot more like magic, like when it comes to like I also like, I don't completely agree. I don't mind the last 30 minutes and stuff, but I do understand like this like hard like fall of like the mysticism of the world kind of just goes away. Like we're back to regular shit, and then after the shit that we saw and everything, I don't want to go back to regular shit. That's or at least I wish they did a little bit more like. If when Odysseus finally came back and he finally like went off, I wish it was more like a Superman fight. I wish it was like what we saw in like Supergirl. He's like throwing people away.
He's throwing people. No music though, right?
Yeah, no music.
No popular music.
Shut up. No, this is in Roman time. Okay, no popular music. Okay, he's not putting on his earbuds and shit. Time to go off.
Wouldn't it be crazy if he did? He's like, Zendaya, sing me a tune.
Yeah, sing me a tune.
And then she's in there putting on a show while he's whooping ass.
Exactly.
Only he can hear her and us.
Yeah, only for some reason. But no, I wish it was a little bit. By the time we got back and towards the end of the movie, I wish the magic didn't just go away.
Yeah, because it could have elevated it.
Yeah,
like they were doing the thundering through the window. We saw the lightning coming through like the window and all this stuff. I just felt like that could have been helped with some more, magic.
Mm-hmm. And mind you, this is like not to say it needed to be there. I'm just nitpicking. I'm just saying what I believe that could elevate.
We're just talking shit. He's a multi, $1 million director. He doesn't need our help, but
no,
I think
he obviously knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, but I just, I think, like I said, it's not a bad scene. I just thought it was, we spent so much time with him talking about gather the people at this time. Okay, I'm gonna show up there. I thought he just had a grander plan than
my grander was just to whoop ass, chew bubble gum and whoop ass. That was my plan.
That was his plan.
It was not the best plan. And
it was a stupid plan. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, it was a stupid.
For a man of his tactile intelligence, his age.
Yeah, that was like confused. Like, oh, he's just really going to kill. And mind you, he just had a bow at first, and then everything else kind of just came. It'd be different, like he was just only fighting unarmed people, but like he literally just had a bow and a couple of things. And eventually they do just jump his ass.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. Why didn't anybody do that?
Yeah, like,
kick the shit out of him. He's 50 years old. We're going to kick the shit out of him.
Fight back, nigga, fight back.
Yeah, that was like, okay, this part makes more sense. They're just jumping him.
That's why I was expecting some sort of like God, like interference, even from Athena. Like I was surprised that like, oh, here's some extra strength or like something. In the, I think a movie from like the 90s or something like that, when they did the Odyssey, he even like when he shows up, he looks like a completely old man. But when he finally, after he shoots the bow and gets it through the, does the test and passes it, he reveals himself. He turns to like young Odysseus. It was kind of cool. It was like, oh, and now he's in his prime, and now he starts beating ass and shit. Okay,
that would make sense if they just like if they intervene that way.
Yeah,
like they just say, all right, you're back to what you were 10 years ago for this brief time. Whoop this guy's asses.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like besides those nitpicks, it was great. I mean, I can't really. if I feel like if I nitpick too much, I'm just being falsely, just trying to say shit for the sake of saying shit. But I had a good time.
Me too. I had a great time. There's definitely going to be some space in between seeing it again. Like it's got to be on.
Oh yeah,
it's got to be on some kind of
But I have to say, this is the first time I've actually said for a 3-hour film in the recent years that I would go see it again. I would see this shit again.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely wouldn't mind. And if it was longer, that wouldn't have been a problem for me either.
No,
because it was just a good.
Oh, I do have a. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Let's have it.
I do have a nitpick and everything. Not a fan of some of the costumes.
Who in particular?
Like the Troy soldiers.
Yeah, the Troy soldiers were like
little wonky.
What's going on with that?
That's like when they were running around with those like.
I was like, how can you see? That's why they were able to see. Did you really need to sneak in when you have these stupid ass helmets that are obstructing your vision that hard?
I know.
You can't see shit. I don't know how they, winged our man. I have that far out. I just don't. You don't even have eye. The eye slits in these fucking things are just ridiculous.
I just get them. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That looks like. Yeah, like when we were just like in Troy seeing like regular soldiers and stuff, I'm like, the budget didn't go to them. I feel like when it comes to designing them,
the budget went to Agamemnon.
Yes,
and then nobody else.
The monsters and shit. Yeah. Like, but all the soldiers, no, only Agamemnon.
His shit was dick the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean.
Just a random shit. I think someone made a comment that someone made online. So like, damn, it had to be so fucking smelly. Everyone's fucking nostrils must be fucking hit if you couldn't smell the shit and piss in the fucking horse when they walked up. There's
an answer for that too, buddy.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what do you think they're doing inside the city?
Exactly.
Being more civilized. No.
I also think it was kind of strange that they had the wherewithal to like to stab into the fucking shit, but like, hey, if it's hollow, let's just open this shit up just to be sure.
Yeah, let's just open it. Let's just open it to see what, why not?
Yeah, why not?
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, we could attach it back on.
Yeah. And
then they'll look at like, oh, there's already a slit here. What's going on there? It's like,
oh, it's heavy as shit.
It's heavy as fuck. So, but yeah, other than that, yeah. It's
and also, I'm kind of glad that they didn't show it because that would have been crazy as hell how they got that horse over there. They built it and then they were in it.
Yeah.
And they traveled there and they washed up on shore.
I don't
know how that whole thing happened.
I don't know how the whole, because I'm sure we all have had the Trojan horse, whether that looked like in our minds.
Yeah.
It looked nothing. It didn't look like an actual horse. Like it just looked like I've always seen in my head like as a horse head, like a horse like monument, but then like it's on like a little platform.
Yeah.
Where a bunch of people could hide it and shit. They literally were in a giant
horse. Like a perfectly
sculpted giant horse, which I'm pretty sure he just used a bunch of scraps to make, which was insane. Right. He was like, oh, we just have a bunch of, he just thought of the idea, we got a bunch of wood around. Oh, you know what we could do? Make a perfectly symmetrical giant horse.
And they did that. They did that shit because that horse is perfect.
That horse is perfect.
I would have just put it up and not verified it either.
No.
I'd be like, well, they crafted this thing to sit in the middle of our town, so let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
It smells like shit, but whatever.
I mean, what doesn't,
Yeah, but what doesn't here?
What doesn't?
It's
Troy. Come on.
It's not that far away from the shit trough that everybody uses over there in Troy.
The Troy shit trough.
Troy. They talk about many things in Troy. They talk about Helen. They don't talk about the shit trough.
They don't talk about her.
We have one of the best. We have one of the best shit troughs in this area.
Yep.
In all of Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can barely smell it from the court center, the city court center, barely.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I think that's our review on the Odyssey. Let's rate it, man. What do you give this movie?
I'm gonna give it like a. I almost wanted to give it a 9, but I think I'm just gonna give it 8.5.
Ooh,
like it's great.
Tough crowd.
Yeah. No, like it's not like it's fun. It's really long. It's a good movie and everything. It's not like perfect or anything like that. It's way better than a lot of other 3-hour films. It is still very long.
Yeah, it's a long movie.
It's a long movie.
And I feel like the amount of I said this before we recorded. Wait, finish your review. I'm sorry. What you said you gave it what?
Oh, I get like 8.5.
8.5 what?
8.5 little tall baby screaming in the forest out of 10.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Like, that's a child.
Where's his parents?
So I was like, oh shit.
They were just there.
Because I forget about it till I was like, oh shit. This is the
I also like it. Like they was just out there.
He was just out there. He was just out there in droves waiting for anybody, and they popped up.
Also, that was freaky with the trees.
That was awesome.
I was like confused. Like, wait, am I freaking out? Am I tired? Am I asleep? Just like the trees start moving.
Just
like,
start moving and making little. That was awesome.
So unfair.
That's like, damn, they control the environment.
Traps them to.
Yeah, I was like, damn, they're fucking them up. This is bad. This is real bad.
This is real bad. But
that was cool though.
It was so fucking sick.
Right? I'm gonna give this movie an 8.9 horses of Troy out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Shit horses.
Shit horses of Troy. I would never be in the bottom. Like, I'm not being in the tail. Sorry.
I'm not going.
You gotta put somebody else down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going out before we even get to the shit.
That's crazy to realize they almost fucking drown. Like just being in the fucking sand. Like,
right. Yeah, no way. You got to put me towards the top.
I'm not going to die.
I'm not going to die before we get there. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And like I said, like the movie's an 8.5, an 8.9 for me. I would have gave it a 9. But I got to take a point away because I just feel like I'll never really be fully satisfied.
Yeah.
Even though I was trying to avoid like the racist, backlash and the transphobic backlash for hiring these two people in here. But between the two of them, 10 minutes of screen time? And it's mind you, as much of it I was trying to avoid, I could not avoid it. You open Facebook, you're seeing something racist about either of these two characters, and they're in the movie for 5 minutes of fucking peace. So I feel like I'll never be able to, even if I wasn't paying attention to it, I'll never be able to reclaim the time and the mental harm that I endured just by fucking having to come into contact with that shit. So I gotta take somewhat of a point away.
I get that. Like it's hard. It's hard not to try to like not rate these films, especially when they're big films like this. From your experiences you get up into the watch of the film, because like especially if you're hooked in social media, that's part of it. Like
that's part of it.
Some of your shit is like some of your opinions are being shaped before you even see the film, not by choice.
Right.
Like you got all these fuckers like just talking about the movie, messing up the character days. They kept saying that Elliot was fucking Achilles. He's like, this is not my Achilles. Achilles is not even the fucking movie. All right, they keep calling Lupita like Helen, even though she is Helen, but they keep using the picture of her twin character,
right?
And it's such a fucking cherry pick. Like, oh, she's angry in this one point, and she looks like a person with an angry face,
right?
No
but you're not allowed to do that. You're not, as a female, you're not allowed to do that. Yeah, you're just supposed to only look
pretty
in white.
Yeah,
that's the important thing. Right. So yeah, I'll never get that time back, and my brain is forever scarred watching people argue with people like that who don't really care. They're just, so I feel like I gotta take points off somewhere.
That's fair.
Not Christopher Nolan's fault, really, but it kind of is.
No, keep.
All right. So someone's got to pay.
9.8. It's still pretty good, though.
Still pretty good. Pretty good movie. Pretty good
3-hour film. Okay, I saw fucking Avatar. James Cameron. You should watch this film.
Yeah.
Get some pointers for
really
just
watch
for
it.
Pacing. Yeah.
Don't like having any designs of what you would do if you were with certain cultures at a certain time, but just.
Man, I was there. If I was there, I would change everything.
If I was there, I would have made a whole movie about the fucking horse that Troy could have watched while we were.
The construction of the horse is like how we designed this horse.
God damn it. But yeah, that's our review for
the Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
Yeah, go watch it.
Go watch it.
Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you want to go straight into burn?
Let's do it. Let's burn.
All right.
Let's make it burn.
Now, Evil Dead has brought out another film.
What's this for?
This is
technically
in the newer shit.
It's 2.
It's it's 3. Because we're talking about the Evil Dead, the slight.
Oh, we were counting the slight remake with the girl with the chainsaw hand,
which apparently is supposed to be a continuation, so it's not like a remake, whatever.
I thought that
it's weird.
The further we get away from that,
I know it's been a while since I even watched that. I kind of need to watch it again. But yeah, we have that. We have Evil Dead Rise, and then now we have Burn. And Burn is about pretty much family trouble mixed with some Evil Dead shenanigans shit.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this this is the latest chapter. It also connects to everything else apparently. Like I haven't been really keeping up because it just feels so the connection between these films, and it seems so light, like it doesn't really matter.
Isn't it kind of, don't they say this connects to the show also?
It all connects. All the movies connect to the show connects to the even the recent shit and everything. So Ash is out there, and that weird shit's happening in the movie is also happening outside of everything. It's weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah. So initial thought, what did you think of this movie?
It was really from a fan of another franchise, called a little franchise. You may have heard of it. They're small, called the Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
I feel like they finally did that for y'all here. What? This was the Fast and Furiousification of this franchise. That's what I felt like watching it, and I had fun.
Okay,
it's definitely like the fastest I've ever gotten to the fun. I thought they really didn't waste a whole lot of time, and they just kind of got right to it. So I mean, I was entertained.
Okay.
And it wasn't perfect by any stretch, but they had a lot of really cool shots in it. So
okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I actually thought this movie, when compared to the other ones, because they all have that same flavors, like different, like this, but like a little different. It's the same. It's like, oh, we're doing this, but like in
just
this,
a little,
just a little different.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't. I thought this one could have been better. I didn't really like it too much compared to like Rise. I really liked Rise.
Yes,
because
Rise was,
because I feel like that was the first time we really changed the setting. Like we're not in the forest no more. We're in the fucking apartment building and stuff.
A new forest, a different kind of forest.
Yeah, different. Yeah, concrete forest, and yeah, and it was refreshing. This one felt like. And I didn't realize it until I was done watching the film. It felt like, oh, we're doing another family again. We feel like there's a lot of things that are happening again.
Yes,
and they're not as good. I feel like these characters we didn't like establish them too much for me to care too much. By the time the shit started happening to them, I am happy they got to it. They didn't like waste my time, but honestly, I also half feel like they could have built up them a little bit more. So when the shit hit the fan, we can like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. These characters are dying and blah, blah.
That's what I'm talking about when I say the Fast and Furiousification of it. Cause it was like, it was just breakneck speed.
Get to
all the tropes are happening so that we can get to the killing part.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this is the fastest they've ever gotten to.
It is.
This point,
which I'm like, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing.
It was not. I don't think. In my opinion, I don't think it was.
I don't think. No, I don't think it was. I think we could slow down a little bit. You need to slow down.
Sometimes you need a little bit of foreplay.
Yeah, need a foreplay before you get to the.
You gotta get in there with your hands and assess the situation before you just dive right in. You can't just because it really just becomes a different type of soup when you rush it.
Yeah.
And so would you be down to go in the reverse and talk about what you didn't like first?
Yes, I'm down.
Okay, let's have it.
Okay. It's the characters.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about these characters.
I wanted all of them to die, especially the guy.
That was the best. Like, even though we're not going to what we like, but like, hey, when they start dying, like, if I'm liking the fact that your character is dying, all of them, it's a problem, Like, I'm not saying I remember all the characters from the 2013 one, but I think I did really care at least a little bit about these characters before they start fucking tearing their faces off and stuff.
Yeah,
it was like, or even Rise. Like in Rise, it was tragic. This family is on hard fucking times. The father's missing. They're going. You can tell the mom's going paycheck to paycheck trying to raise these fucking kids,
trying to figure it out one step at a time.
And then she's the first one to change. That's fucked up.
Yeah, because she really wanted the best for those. Yeah. For those misfits.
She wasn't a bad mom.
Wasn't a bad mom at all.
So when you give me a family, everyone's horrible. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Everybody can go. This family, everybody can go. And, for me, one of the things, we'll just kind of do a little back and forth. But for me, one of the things I didn't like about the movie is that, like, who we chose to be Deadites. Yeah. It was just a mixed bag of who's running the show. It was Grandma, who came away. I feel like Grandma came away with the most like vibes, but then Homeboy's wife, who he just fucking just abandoned. He got out of there. Just, she was like carrying it for a little bit.
She was kind of like, and then like she gets turned. I was confused. I thought maybe there'll be a little bit more punishment for that, like not punishment, like other people who are not Deadites realize like you did that.
Yeah, like what? No, everything was kind of just like I said, the Fast and Furious shit, where it's like stuff's happening that should have some emotional weight behind it.
Yeah,
but for whatever reason, the cast just cannot be bothered to, act like they are a real family. Like, Dad just killed his dog of 5 years at the dinner table. Let me go read a Necronomicon that I found in the fucking,
and we'll just go bury it like it's normal or something. And mind you, I know like I'm sure some people say like, well, in abusive families and stuff, they just have to do whatever. But like, this is cartoonish a little bit.
It's cartoonish as fuck.
Yeah, from like people like I'm like saying like my family is like the most normal or whatever, but like I feel like most people will see that and like that this is insane.
These are milestones should be that. Even in the most volatile of situations, I just feel like it would get more time. Like, oh fuck, why'd you do that?
Yeah, Also, I hate the fact. I mean, but like, I don't like the fact that in this point of the franchise, I'm confused on like how the Deadites work.
Yes, that's another thing that just like, I was like, okay.
Now,
all right.
it feels like we're doing like weird like biological zombie transference or something like that. Like, when like she fucking infects, it feels like an infection now.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I thought this was possession. Like I thought like
you don't need to slobber in somebody's mouth. To give it to them. They could just get it because the demons are. Yeah, they're fucking jumping in.
Yeah, they're just getting, and that's it. Like maybe they and they go back and forth to like manipulate you. Like sometimes they'll go back to normal, and then they're your girlfriend again. But then like 2 seconds later, I'm back. I'm fucked up. I'm back and everything. It wasn't like it's happening slowly and like eventually like that's like it's turning you into you're not being possessed by a Deadite. You're turning into one,
which is nuts.
Yeah.
And the thing with the dad really fucked me up about how I thought this is supposed to work.
Yeah.
He's shooting himself in the head. I'm like, I thought it doesn't work like that. I thought if you blew your head off,
that would be it.
You have to find another one. Like that was extreme. Like that was crazy.
Yeah. Like it was very strange with like the self-harm. Like and mind you, they do that. Stuff, but like to that extreme, it does feel like okay. I think that would have been like. Well,
because
you should have been gone.
At some point, like I'm not trying to be one of those people who go like, well, this is how the human anatomy works, but something in there would control being able to, walk and move regularly and not shit on yourself while you're talking. I just feel like we did a lot of crazy. There's a lot of like extra crazy shit. Like they're just saucing it because the characters are not necessarily strong enough in one way or another to carry this movie at any point in time.
Yeah, the characters in like just like the story.
Yes,
to carry it.
If you call it that, if you can call it that.
Yeah,
it was just like I don't know. Is it okay? I'm walking on the lake at this time, and it's you, but then now it's your family because they know you.
Yeah, because your grandfather was part of the cult and everything, which
oh my god,
which also I feel like this also may be, and I know this may be having suffers from like the Boys season 5 problem, which I feel like maybe the reason why a lot of this doesn't really work or like it feels a little half-assed is because like a lot of this is just set up for the next film. Like the lore and shit that they drop about the grandfather who looks like was that Robert De Niro? That old man, like
it could be. I hope not though.
I have to relook at that scene and everything, but it felt like it happened so fast. I'm like, what the fuck? What's he doing here? You're supposed to be in Meet the Fockers, whoever the fuck, the newer one. But like, it does feel like just another. Instead of just lore drop for the sake of lore drop, or just like to make the story right now interesting, it feels like it's just to set up the next one, which they already apparently filmed and are working on in post production.
I felt that.
Yeah, like
I felt that watching this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Like
it really did feel like this is just lettuce droppings until we get to something else.
Yeah, again, we get to the actual. Don't worry, guys. The next one though is going to be real good.
Dumbest characters in just the dumbest family.
Yeah.
Like one of the dumbest families on film I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Like
they're horrible for the sake of being horrible.
Yes.
Like from the dad being just, I guess he's always been like abusive and like and yelling and blah blah blah, to like the mother being accepting of this abuse. The fucking brother who's the good brother who seems, or the little like, oh, the little wimpy brother, like he's
I'm just reading my uncle's like devil diary.
Yeah.
In between,
Yeah, I want to gather all information. It's so interesting. Blah, blah.
It's so interesting, devil stuff.
And he's not even the one who does it.
Right.
I was expecting him to be the one who reads the Necronomicon, because like he's the one who, or he's kind of the one who like really starts this, like with finding the dagger and like finding the books and gather information. I feel like it would have been him to read the book, not the French lady, the French girlfriend or whatever. Also, her being French didn't add shit.
And didn't add a thing. I think the only thing they thought about was, let's just play this song.
Yeah.
There was a song they played that I guess it was like a French.
Oh, like the one they played at their wedding or something like that?
Yeah. And I'm like, this didn't even play a bigger role in the grand scheme of anything.
Like, it'd be kind of cool if it was like her family.
Right.
Like that we were in France or something like that. But like her being French and her having these moments of just speaking only French and like no one understanding her, I'm like, why? It was a really strange choice.
So she can smoke a cigarette at the end.
Cigarette.
A cigarette. And it looks so natural.
Natural.
Yeah. I cannot stand the performances I saw. The mom is stupid as hell. Like, she just said, let's just like face kiss the fucking
the evil the decomposing body of my fucking husband who's talking to me and shit.
Right. And then they go back and forth with her like, oh, come on, no, you come with us. You don't know. You didn't know what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I said, they spit run a lot of really dumb tropes.
Yeah.
And forced some character moments that were okay. Like the grandma was really winning it on the.
Yeah, I think the grandma and like the girlfriend Deadite, I really liked those two.
Yeah, because they were eating up scenery left and right.
Yeah,
the dad didn't do shit for me.
No, he was like I mean, he was already bad when he wasn't a Deadite.
Yeah,
so
I was scared of him already when he wasn't even.
Exactly.
And he didn't do anything other than just be a conservative dad who repressed his homosexuality and hated his family.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, like an attendant at the fucking funeral home just got butchered and no one made a peep about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just very strange.
Yeah, that was at first I wasn't sure how many things were happening and how many things were just like in someone's head. Like when that shit happened, when the son came out, I'm like, oh, that's not real. That's not really happening. And then they killed the black guy. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nah, great. It is happening.
And
no one said that. And apparently no one said a goddamn thing or said like, wow, where's the guy? Oh, his body's here. His fucking ash.
Yeah.
Because burned. Get it? Because it's burned.
Because he burned up.
Because he burnt up. Also, okay, I'm also going to preface this. I think this was one of the worst theater experiences that I've had in a long time.
Uh-oh.
Because I was sitting there. I went by myself. I was sitting there. At first, I'm like, okay, it was fine. Got my popcorn. I'm good. But then I had these fucking kids came.
Oh, no.
And I was really confused. At first, first the kids came in. They were talking, whatever. It was like, whatever. Then one last kid came in. And this kid, for some reason, at first I thought he was trying to scare me because I was one seat away from him. And he had his arm stretched like over, and I kept hearing, like I wasn't sure, like, is he trying to, what the fuck is happening? And then I realized, like, oh no, he's going to sleep. And he went to sleep for the entire film, and not like a nice little slumber. He was fucking loud.
Damn.
And none of his friends decided to wake his ass up. He literally, and mind you, it felt like he was like, he turned around his seat and he was just like this.
To you.
Yeah, like I didn't look over because I'm like confused. Like, what's he fucking? What is?
No, you were trying to hold frame just in case he was really a deadite.
Yeah, he was really. He was trying to fucking
to get you in.
Exactly. Like,
Oh my God.
Get me. But my anxiety was up a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I don't want to have an incident at the fucking Imagine.
Oh, you were at the Imagine? This hoolatry happened at the Imagine?
It happened at the Imagine.
Man.
Late o'clock, last showing, late o'clock. I'm like,
oh
what
my
the fuck
God.
is happening?
Sounds like the neighborhood's going to shit over there.
A little bit. Getting some dead eyes moving in.
Yeah, that's crazy. We got some riffraff at the Imagine. That's horrible.
It was.
Should have called the police. No, I was kidding.
But I'm not gonna lie. That probably it wouldn't be the first time. If my experience is not going good, my movie experience is probably not gonna be the best. Like it happened with Godzilla, the first one.
Oh.
I had to go to the restroom the entire time, and I kept that shit in, and I was suffering.
Yeah.
And so that movie has left a bad taste in my mouth ever since. I'm like, I hate this.
Your Peter just hurts thinking about holding in. I did that once recently.
Yeah.
And mind you, that shit was a jet stream coming out when I finally let myself do it. It was like, I thought if I just kept moving it because I didn't want it to burn through a certain part of the porcelain. I felt like it could have gone right through. Like a jet stream. But yeah, that's horrible. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I promise you, even if theater conditions were perfect, you probably would have hated this movie because I don't know. There's just not a lot of good stuff about it.
It's not.
There's some good shit, some good scenes.
There's some good set piece, like little things that happen, like little set pieces or whatever. Like when the girl was on top of the guy on the dishwasher scene. I like that one.
I really liked the scene. I like the scene where she's outside laying down with her hair out and the house is on fire and it's like upside down and it's the guy coming out.
Yeah, that was a cool scene.
That was a cool scene. I was like, wow, this looks great right here.
It does.
That was cool. I like the special effects on that whole look too.
It kind of reminded me of the 2013 one a little bit, like how it ended with the house on fire and like the demon coming out and stuff. I need to rewatch that one. I really like that one. Like looking back now, like I liked they took the nerd and made him the final one, and he looked fucking intense. I remember that look. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that was creepy. But again, even that one, had some decent build up. The character moments felt more intense, like a girl was pushing glass through her face or something. Yeah,
it's just
like she's
way
tearing
more
off her cheeks and everything.
Here they were going for broke with the shit.
I feel like they got greedy and thought they could just get away with it if we put enough jangly keys in front of you. Like look at Deadeye. Look, people are dying.
Jingle.
Aren't you feeling comfortable?
Aren't you feeling comfortable? Like by the time we even got to the whole sequence where the dad's fucking everybody up and fighting and she's crawling through the house, I'm like, there's nothing in this scene. Like it's just nothing. It's like, I didn't really enjoy any of that.
That's like, and I hate the fact I'm saying like, because I like the Evil Dead franchise. I've been watching it for years and stuff like that, but I'm starting to see, especially the more it feels like Sam Raimi takes a back seat and stuff. I feel like there's some people who don't see, the people who are taking control sometimes don't see the point. Like don't remember. Like I feel like they're not like taking notes from like what made the franchise popular to begin with, or Sam Raimi's style, and not taking notes on that, because like it's not just like that's if you're doing that, it's got to be, if you're putting the like Sam Raimi flair, doing those like really fun like scenes and stuff, do it up, like make it fun. Like Evil Dead 2 was mostly that. Like it was just fun. It was just like weird scenes and stuff, but it was sprinkled out and stuff. And it was built up. This one was trying its best to have an actual story of some kind, and then also try to do like the Sam Raimi shit, and it just didn't fit at all.
At all.
Like I kind of wish we kind of just had like kind of like a Resident Evil 7 type situation. She was like stuck in the house and she had to escape or something like that. Like they kidnapped her because they were already possessed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or they could have been like the cool idea. I had the idea like, what if there were multiple Deadites that didn't necessarily work together and they were trying to find the dagger and they were like fighting each other? Like maybe you could have gave the Deadites personalities, because it would have been better than the no personalities we had with the other characters. Because
because the Deadites gave them personality.
Yeah. And also, it would have been different. I felt like this was too similar to we just got Rise with another family and stuff. And the whole family dynamic was done way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Way better. So.
But, okay. We
really tore it up.
We really tore it up. What do we like?
Like I said, I
know.
Stuff. I like Grandma. I ended up liking the grandma, the crazy no legs grandma. That was fun.
No legs grandma was fun.
And I liked that. This is a bit of a spoiler territory, that we kind of came back around.
Yeah.
To Homegirl.
Yeah.
Finding out that she's still around.
I actually didn't. I left. I left before all that because I looked it up on my phone. That's why you don't trust AI, because or the internet. I looked it up and I said, "Is there a post-credit scene?"
They just lied to you.
Yeah, they lied to me. Nope. They say no.
Get a believe, homie. There ain't nothing here.
And I heard about the whole like I said, and it goes back to my point again about the Just setup. I'm like, oh yeah, what's her face is back somehow, even though she turned to goo. So I'm confused.
In the meat grinder, we saw her become Mondo Burger patties.
Yes, she was already fucked up before because she fused with all these.
Became like a big thing, but then, it was once we saw that where I really decided, I don't like this movie, because at the end I was like, it felt like you're cameoing characters that, I'm sorry, are not Ash. She's great. No. She's great, but I'm like, why are we cameoing her at the end? Like this is about to be the Avengers of. Yeah,
we're doing our Avengers level movie.
I was like, okay, so this whole movie's kind of like a waste of time till we get back to that.
Yeah,
which really cemented the fact that wow, all these characters are horrible, and if nobody made it out, I'd be just as okay.
Yeah.
The French lady wasn't so bad, to be fair, but
no, she wasn't.
It just this character wasn't strong enough for me to carry this movie to where we get to sit through all that.
Yeah, I feel like
that wasn't a like. Actually, I'm sorry. What did you?
I was actually what you liked, but I was just gonna say, like, when it comes to the French lady parts of everything, my problem is. My biggest issue with this, like, if you wanted to do the story route and have a more grounded story with characters and then add that stuff in, you have to do the build up. You have to. Okay, Sinners did it. Most of that movie is build up, but the other shit is still memorable because by the time we got there, we give a fuck about what's going on in the characters.
Really care for those characters.
Yeah, but you have to have that fucking build up because you can't just go straight from like I'm being abused. I had an abusive boyfriend that died in a car crash, and then go straight to, oh, now I'm fighting her dad. His dad is stabbing the dog, and I'm like, okay. Do I care? Like, oh, she has to get over it. Fight her abusive boyfriend. Cool, I guess. I don't care. I'm sorry. That's the thing. I want to.
Right. Like the family was complicit in how he treated me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like you didn't show me any of that.
Yeah, you didn't give us time to
really get into any of that.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's some people like, I don't care, I don't care about that. Like, well, I'm good for you. You like flashing lights. That's fine.
This is for the Fast and Furious fans of this franchise that really just want to get to the deadites and the killing and the gore.
Yeah,
because that's what we did.
But the thing is, even that shit wasn't as good as the last stuff.
It wasn't.
Like the set pieces / the deadite shit was not as over the top or as cool or
as creative
as creative.
Man.
So like. Will you just eat anything? Like you just say anything? Like, oh, as long as they say they are deadites, it's fine. Like even though when they start changing some of the rules or like not doing as much as they could have, So like, like what that's all it takes. That's all. That's if you're saying that this is good enough and everything, they'll just do anything. Then they don't have to do much.
I feared they might. Now, like I said, the fact that they got back to Homegirl from Rise, that maybe we can get back to what the point of this was. Because this was a huge departure from anything within, this series, in substance. There's a fine line between, that and the gore. This movie didn't have any lines. Like I said, this is just straight up Fast and Furious track version. Like, we got right to the dumbest tropes possible immediately, quickly. By the time people started dying, it just had nothing in the tank for these people or the story that was taking place. Yeah. And I feel like the movie came out a little cheapened because of it. It had some, like we said, nice enough set pieces, but the execution was a crash and burn. See what I did? I got you. Yeah.
Burn. Yeah.
Because
burning.
It burned. Pretty fast, actually.
Not enough burning.
Not enough. Yeah, no. You know what? One person burned, and the house burned, and that was it. Mm-hmm. Everybody else died with a weed whacker or a knife or something stupid.
Yeah, or a teeny little knife. Get it? Subverting expectation. Knife.
But I did like that aspect. I'll say that. I like that aspect. When everyone says, the dagger, you're expecting an 8. Okay, You're expecting an 8 or a 9. Yeah. But really, it's a 5 is all you need.
Yeah,
a 3 or 4 maybe.
It gets the job done. Okay?
It gets no matter what you say. No matter what you say, it gets the job done.
It gets the job done.
Can't deny it. So there's that little nugget. That little nugget was there if you're paying attention. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. Not much else to say. I feel really burnt out.
I am burnt out. Yeah, I hope for the best for the franchise in the future, because I know they're doing another one where they're set in the 70s, which, like I said, I think this was just set up for that, for the granddad and shit, for the wise men or whatever the fuck, because that didn't come to play at all in this movie
at all.
So
it's like no point of even saying it.
Doing the fucking vault rising shit. This is what Clara would have wanted. Ugh. But no, I'm ready to rate this.
Okay, let's have it.
Is that
I guess I'll go first on this one.
Yes.
I'm gonna give this movie 5.5 5.5 legless grandmas out of 10. Okay. I don't know why this character, I took this character towards the end, but they gave her to me to latch on to, and I did.
It's because she doesn't know where she is.
She doesn't know where she is, and I don't think she knows where she's going.
No.
Neither does the franchise. But I have a good feeling I'll see her again.
Oh yeah, she's dragging herself down the street,
Yeah. So
I'm gonna give this it's a little higher. This is a 6. Yeah, just a solid 6. Fucking not Huey's out of 10.
They could have got that guy.
Yeah,
he must have been busy. He must have been or that, or he read the script was like, I'm good. I got enough stuff.
Yeah, he could have easily.
I got Superman.
I got Superman.
I got enough.
I got fucking God of War.
Right, I'm still eating off the boys.
Still eating off the boys. I'll probably be in Vault Mexico. Who knows?
Yeah. Because why not? Vault Mexico.
Yeah, why not?
Seems like a story he'd fit into.
Yeah, why not? He's not doing anything. What? Holding a store? Yeah. Who cares? But yeah, it's a 6. Like, I still like horror, still like the Evil Dead franchise, and this one is it's the worst one out of this new batch. It just gets over that kind of line of like being an Evil Dead film. So like just for that,
it's competent.
It's competent, yeah.
But there's got to be better. Please don't make more like that one.
Yeah, please, no more families. Stop it.
Yeah, we can do away.
If you're gonna make these different each time, change the dynamic. Like, take us somewhere else. Make it interesting, please.
Please, because that tells me either you don't have a lot of twists and turns left.
Yeah.
Or we're just starving for some new ideas.
I know.
We need to get some.
Get some more.
Need to get some quick. Get some on deck quick.
Please.
Because, wow.
Because, hey, not everything's meant to last forever, okay?
Right. Some stuff we can let go. Sometimes we don't need to get to 7 or 8 of a thing.
Yeah, and sometimes or also, just some things need to go back to sleep for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool too.
Spend a little bit more time in the chamber before we crack open that before we pop the top off that one so soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's it. That's our review. Did you like Burn? Do you think that Rise is better? Give us what you think about this movie.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Put it in the comment section. Tell us what you think. Okay?
Yeah.
Leave some fire emojis if you thought.
Fire emojis. Good. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, if you thought it was good. If you disagree with
us. You can find us at Thirsty Nerds everywhere. Anywhere you can find podcasts or anywhere you on social media. You can follow me at What's Keen Making on YouTube.
And you can follow me at Art of Sumo on Instagram and Twitter.
All right. See you guys in the next one, nerds. Peace.